She thought that delivery was going well until what? Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I am a childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorney practicing law in the state of Maryland. And I would like to quickly talk with you today about that question or that statement that I just said. She thought that delivery was going well until the nurses began to whisper things and then run around the room. So the purpose of today's video is to talk with you about an individual who contacted my office, and she learned subsequently that her baby had suffered a brain injury at birth, and she was recounting to me, or she was telling me what happened, and she thought that everything was going well, like I said, until the nurses begin to whisper things. They begin to not really tell her what was going on, and then all of a sudden there was frantic behavior throughout the delivery room. And so when I had an opportunity to speak with mom and then get the medical records and take a look at some things, there were some really interesting findings that were in the medical records. And what we initially found was that when mother's water broke, there was meconium that was in the fluid, and when we have meconium present, I'm not going to get too deep into meconium, but essentially meconium is the baby's stool, and for a lot of hospitals and a lot of nurses and things like that, when the meconium is present, they have to pay a lot of attention, or pay very close attention to how the delivery or how well that baby is tolerating a vaginal delivery. Because when you can have meconium present in conjunction with certain things in the fetal heart monitor, if you've got bradycardia, for example, or tachycardia, late decelerations, minimal variability, if you have some of these things going on in conjunction with meconium, then that could be a good indication that the baby might not be tolerating that vaginal delivery, and that doctors and nurses have to move to certain things. And so this mother who I'm talking to you about in this video today, this is what was going on with her. And like I said, she thought everything was going well, but when those things began to happen, and like I said, the nurses were not really telling them anything anymore, that is when the family, and she began to worry. And if we fast forward in time, what ended up happening in this particular instance is that when the baby was born, the baby was blue in color, immediately was suffering from seizures, had to be taken to the NICU, and there was a whole host of other things that ended up happening. And ultimately that baby had a CP diagnosis. And so the reason why I'm talking with you today about this is because more than likely, if you're watching this video, you are on the internet right now because you have questions. Maybe you have been told that your baby has a brain injury, or your baby right now might be in the NICU, and you're concerned. You don't know what to do. Or maybe you're at that stage where your baby has not met certain neonatal milestones and you're concerned. Or maybe you're at the point now to where you know that there was a brain injury and you've been given a CP diagnosis, and you're now worried about the challenges that your baby is going to face going into the future. And you're thinking back, and you remember what happened during your labor and delivery. Maybe in your situation it was the same thing. Maybe everything started okay, or what you and your family thought was okay, only to at the end things begin to, panic begin to set in, and people begin to behave in a frantic manner. If you would like to speak with me further about what you got going on, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, taking this next action, it costs you absolutely nothing. And what is that action? To pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, you can reach me toll free at 1-833-4BABY-HELP. You can also reach me by email at medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer baby brain injury and baby birth trauma questions just like yours all the time from families. That's what I do. That's what we do. And I will be glad to take some time and listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law at Boston Law Group, LLC. And we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.